Your child is sitting in their bedroom right now, laughing, chatting, building virtual worlds, and having what looks from the outside like harmless, creative, age-appropriate fun. And from where you are standing in the hallway, Roblox looks exactly like what the marketing says it is: a safe, family-friendly gaming platform designed for children. But what the marketing does not show you is what researchers, child protection specialists, and law enforcement agencies studying online child exploitation have been documenting for several years. Roblox is not simply a game. It is an open, chat-enabled social platform where children interact in real time with millions of anonymous strangers, where inappropriate content is embedded inside games that are listed in the platform's catalog as suitable for all ages, and where predatory adults have learned to use the platform's own communication tools and virtual currency system to initiate and sustain contact with children in ways that are specifically designed to avoid parental detection. Today, on Digital Parenting Guide, we are going through exactly what those researchers found, and exactly what parents need to do right now. Roblox is one of the most widely used digital platforms among children between the ages of 6 and 16, with hundreds of millions of registered accounts and tens of millions of active daily users, the overwhelming majority of whom are under the age of 13. It presents itself as a creative gaming environment where players can build virtual worlds, play games designed by other users, and interact with friends. And in its best moments, that description is accurate. But the architecture of Roblox creates a set of child safety risks that are structurally embedded in the platform itself, not as accidents or edge cases, but as unavoidable consequences of its foundational design decisions. The first and most significant structural risk is the platform's open user-generated content model. Unlike traditional video games where content is produced by a single developer and reviewed before release, Roblox allows any registered user to create and publish games for others to play. This means that the catalog of available games, which numbers in the tens of millions, cannot be meaningfully reviewed or moderated at scale before children access it. The result is a platform where games with names and thumbnail images that appear entirely age-appropriate frequently contain hidden layers of content that include adult themes, sexual references, violence, drug references, and experiences that have been deliberately designed to replicate adult content within the limitations of the platform's visual engine. Child safety researchers studying the platform documented games that, when accessed through a sequence of in-game actions that a young child could stumble into accidentally, exposed players to simulated adult scenarios that the platform's front-end age ratings gave no indication of. The second structural risk is the real-time chat and voice communication features that are enabled by default for many account types and age groups. These features allow any player in a shared game space to send text messages and, in some settings, voice messages to any other player, including adults sending messages to children they have never met and have no legitimate reason to contact. Research from child protection organizations studying grooming patterns has documented Roblox as one of the most frequently cited initial contact platforms in cases involving online exploitation of children, precisely because it provides the combination of a trusted, parent-approved gaming context with open, real-time communication channels that predatory adults can exploit. The third structural risk is the Robux virtual currency system, which allows users to purchase in-game items and send them as gifts to other players. Child safety investigations have documented predatory adults using Robux gifts as an initial grooming mechanism, the online equivalent of a stranger offering a child a gift in the real world, specifically because the transaction occurs entirely within the game environment and produces no notification or alert to the parent monitoring the child's account. The daily impact of these risks on children is not theoretical. Children who are exposed to inappropriate content through Roblox games show measurable effects, including exposure to sexual concepts they are developmentally unequipped to process, and children who have been contacted by predatory adults through the platform's communication features have in many documented cases gone on to develop ongoing relationships with those adults that their parents did not know existed. The research on Roblox and child safety creates a picture that is significantly more alarming than most parents who allow their children to use the platform have ever been shown. And the reason that picture is not more widely known is the same reason that makes it so dangerous. The platform looks safe, it is positioned as safe, and the risks are invisible at the surface level that parents naturally observe. Most parents who supervise their children's Roblox do so by periodically glancing at the screen to see what the child is playing, occasionally reviewing the child's friend list to look for names they do not recognize, and trusting the platform's own content rating system to flag anything inappropriate before their child encounters it. Research from digital safety organizations studying parental awareness of Roblox risks found that the vast majority of parents who allowed their children to use the platform had no knowledge of the user-generated content risks, no awareness of how the real-time communication features worked in practice, and no understanding of how the Robux system could be used in a grooming context. This is not parental failure. It is the predictable result of a platform whose risks are genuinely non-obvious to an adult who has not been specifically briefed on them and whose visual presentation is deliberately designed to appear maximally family-friendly while the risk architecture is embedded in layers that parents do not naturally see. And here is the most disturbing finding in the research, the one that changes everything a parent thinks they know about their child's Roblox use and the one that most parents have never encountered. Studies tracking online grooming cases that began on gaming platforms found that in the majority of cases, the child who was being groomed did not know that what was happening was grooming. They experienced it as a friendship. The adult who had initiated contact had done so gradually, helpfully, attentively, offering game assistance, sending Robux gifts, asking questions about the child's day, expressing interest in the child's offline life. By the time any of this would have been recognizable to a parent as concerning, the relationship was already established, already emotionally weighted, and already progressing toward the stages of exploitation that follow initial trust building. The child who would have told a parent about a stranger approaching them on a street would not tell a parent about their online gaming friend because the child did not see them as a stranger. They saw them as a friend who understood them, supported them, and cared about their well-being in ways that felt genuine and valuable. This is the blind spot that Roblox's architecture creates and that parental surface-level supervision cannot close. And it is the blind spot that monitoring technology exists specifically to address. The solution to the Roblox safety problem cannot be a ban. Research on platform restriction consistently shows that outright bans on popular digital environments push children toward hidden and unmonitored access rather than eliminating exposure, and they destroy the parental trust relationship that is the most protective factor in a child's digital life. The solution is a layered framework that combines age-appropriate platform settings, an ongoing family conversation about online safety, and comprehensive monitoring technology that gives parents the real-time visibility that surface-level observation cannot provide. The first layer is platform settings. Roblox provides a set of parental controls and account restriction options that most parents who allow their children to use the platform have never fully configured. These include restricting the account to a curated list of age-appropriate games, disabling or restricting direct messaging to known contacts only, enabling parental PIN protection to prevent account setting changes, and linking the account to a parent's email address for activity notifications. These settings should be reviewed and implemented before any child uses the platform, but they are not sufficient on their own because they address the settings a parent can see while the platform's structural risks operate in the spaces between those settings. The second layer is the ongoing family conversation, explaining to children in age-appropriate and non-alarmist terms that online contacts who offer gifts, who ask to move conversations to private channels, or who ask questions about offline life and personal information are contacts who should be reported to a parent regardless of how friendly or trustworthy they feel. This conversation needs to be repeated regularly, not delivered once, because the research is clear that children who hear these concepts once and are never revisited on them are significantly less likely to apply them when an actual situation arises. The third and most operationally essential layer is Eyezy, the comprehensive parental monitoring application that closes the visibility gap that platform settings and conversations alone cannot close. Eyezy's social spotlight feature monitors all communication channels across the child's device, including in-game chats, direct messages, and communication apps, capturing conversations that occur in the spaces between parental check-ins and surfacing any concerning contact patterns to the parent in real time. The Phone Analyzer feature provides a complete overview of who the child is communicating with, including the frequency and volume of contact from specific users. The exact data point that would have revealed the high-frequency contact from an unknown adult that preceded exploitation in the grooming cases documented in the research. Eyezy's keyword alert system allows parents to configure specific words and phrases that trigger immediate notifications when they appear in the child's communications, giving parents the ability to act early, calmly, and with full information rather than discovering a problem only after it has already caused harm. The location tracking feature ensures that if an online relationship ever produces a suggestion of real-world meeting, the parent is not operating without information. Eyezy works quietly in the background of the child's device, which means the protection it provides is continuous, comprehensive, and non-intrusive. The monitoring layer that makes a parent's other protective efforts genuinely effective rather than partially blind. The Eyezy affiliate link is available in the description below this video. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.